also saw a bunch of notes last time when I was checking people's notes that people don't write everything I write on here, and then they really get lost because some things don't make sense. You really need, if I write it up here, I need you to put it down on your piece of paper. Today's little fraction subheading is comparing them. We're comparing fractions by drawing pictures. And it's a little scary. I've seen some of your drawings, and we could have issues with that. And here is our for example. Let's say you're comparing 1/2 to 1/3. And the book will tell you, they'll say compare 1/2 to 1/3 by drawing a picture of them. First things first, I would say, unless they specifically tell you, I would draw rectangles. Unless they tell you to draw a circle, then draw a circle. But if they don't tell you, just say, just draw a rectangle, because rectangles are much easier to draw than circles. The second thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages. You must do everything that you can to make your rectangles exactly the same size. Okay, you need to make your rectangles exactly the same size. And the best part about that is here, I went to great extent to do this, although I don't know if this will be able to, I don't think you can even. Your homework paper is cut into beautiful, beautiful squares. And it is my hope that you would, let's pick this one out. I don't know if that'll stick on my paper or not. Let's see if I can get this to work here. So if you are comparing, like I said, I don't know if you can see those green lines, but I can a little bit. You want to use those squares on your paper to draw your rectangles. Well, you'll be able to see it on your paper. So even if you can't see it here, it's on your homework paper. You want to draw exactly, for the most part, the same size rectangles. So if I'm cutting something into half into thirds, let's say I'm going to make 2 rectangles, and I am going to make them 2 squares high and 3 squares long. And I'm going to do my second rectangle that exact same size. 2 squares high, 3 squares long. And I'm comparing 1/2 compared to 1/3. Okay, it's pretty easy. Bottom number of the fraction tells you how many equal pieces you cut it into, right? So I'm going to cut this as close as I can to where I think the middle is. Shade 1/2 of it. And then the nice thing is about this second rectangle, it's already split into 3 equal groups there because I got 3 squares going across, so I can go split, split, shade 1/3 of it. And then which one has more shaded, the 1/2 or the 1/3? Brady?
The 1/2.
Well done. And you can see that. See, if you don't draw your squares the same size, this is what can happen. Okay, let's say here's the one I draw for my 1/2. And then here's the one I draw for my 1/3. It's a little tougher to tell which one is bigger because there's so much, there's so much more shading on this one, and it's a little tough. So you definitely just need to do as good a job as you can to draw those rectangles. I probably could have made these a little bit bigger and made them 2x4s and still had room to do the problem. And maybe that would be easier for you to tell. The bigger your rectangles are, the easier it'll be for you to tell how much difference there is between one and the other. 1/3. Just cut it right about there. Same thing, 1/2, 1/3. Isn't that exciting? How about this one? I'll have you do one. How about compare for me 2/3 compared to 3/4. Draw me a couple rectangles, split them up for me, shade them up, and tell me which one you think is bigger, 2/3 or 3/4. 2/3 or 3/4. Give you a second to do that. Two-thirds or 3/4. And by the way, we won't do this, we'll do this for, I don't know, maybe half the year, maybe 3/4 of the year, and then you should never have to rely on you drawing pictures. It's not a very exact science, just because there's so many different things you can go wrong. Eventually, we'll do this without drawing pictures, but for right now, as fate would have it, 2/3. Even that I drew on the line, but that's a little goofier. You take a quick gander at your, by the way, it's really hard to draw two identical rectangles freehand. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but also you did a pretty nice job there. You got lines you can use on your things, so it should not be too terribly hard. And you pretty much also want to cut your rectangle the same way. You really wouldn't want to draw two rectangles and cut one like this, and then cut the other one into thirds going the other way, because that would really kind of mess you up or whatever. So let's look at this one, see if we came up with the right answer. 2/3 means you shade this and this. 3/4, 1, 2, 3. Which one seems to have more shaded? Ephraim? 3/4. So that would be very exciting. And if it tells you to draw circles, then by all means you can draw circles. Just try to make your circles the exact same size as well. It's not the easiest thing to